Hey everyone, welcome back. And today we're going straight to one of the most powerful and destructive forces shaping our world, the love of money. The Bible is very direct. In 1 Timothy 6:10 it says, "For the love of money is a root of all kinds of evil." We see it every day. People backstabbing for position, spreading meritless gossip to get ahead, and choosing self-promotion over freely sharing real knowledge and wisdom. Society itself has been sold out, traded for the illusion of security that money promises, but never truly delivers. But there is another way, a way that has always existed, a way that brings universal peace, brotherly and sisterly love, individual freedom, and genuine prosperity for all. Yeshua himself tried repeatedly to warn us. In the Gospel of John chapter 2, he walked into the temple and saw the money changers turning a house of prayer into a marketplace. He made a whip of cords, drove them out, overturned their tables, and poured out their coins. He said, "Take these things away. Do not make my Father's house a house of merchandise." This was a direct confrontation with the system that turns sacred relationship into commerce. Later in Matthew 23, he looked at the religious leaders, the Pharisees, who loved money, status, and control above truth. He called them a brood of vipers and said, "Woe to you, scribes and Pharisees, hypocrites! For you clean the outside of the cup and dish, but inside they are full of greed and self-indulgence." In the Gnostic texts, especially the Gospel of Thomas and the Apocryphon of John, Yeshua taught that the true kingdom is the inner light, the unified field where separation does not exist. He told his disciples that the archons use material illusions to keep souls trapped. Money was one of their most effective tools. It creates the illusion that your worth, your safety, and your freedom come from something outside of you. Yeshua was showing us that as long as we chase money, we remain in the realm of the demiurge instead of the living light kingdom that is already within. The archons, the rulers of the material realm, the Gnostics described, understood this mechanism perfectly. They needed a single tool that could quietly separate humanity from its natural state of unity and abundance. Money was that tool. It turned free people into wage slaves by replacing direct relationship with the earth with dependence on a system that could be controlled from the top. Instead of growing your own food, building your own home, and sharing freely within a community, people were funneled into jobs where they traded their time and life force for currency. This created a constant state of lack. You never had enough. You always needed more, and your survival depended on pleasing those who controlled the money flow. In the Ringing Cedars series, Anastasia traces this back to the ancient conflict between the black and white high priests. The black priests were a celibate order, devoted to maintaining structures of power, dogma, and control. They operated behind the scenes of religions and governments for millennia, shaping human thinking to accept slavery as normal and freedom as dangerous. They understood that physical chains alone were not enough. They needed psychological chains that people would willingly accept. The white priests, the lineage that includes Anastasia's grandfather and great-grandfather, preserved the ancient Vedic wisdom of direct connection with God and nature. They lived as married priests, keepers of the natural laws, and taught that true power comes from harmony with the living earth, not from domination. The black priest's agenda was simple: create a system that makes people believe they are free while actually keeping them enslaved. In Book 8, The New Civilization, Anastasia reveals the exact mechanism through the parable often called democracy. A high priest named Cressy watches columns of weary slaves hauling heavy stones for grand projects. He realizes physical force alone is not enough for permanent control. He tells the other priests it would be impossible to achieve the goal through physical force alone. He would need to exert psychological influence on each person, on entire peoples. He would need to transform people's thinking and instill in everyone the idea that slavery was in fact the greatest good. His solution: grant the slaves complete freedom and introduce money. The next day, all slaves are told they are free. For each stone delivered to the city, each free man will receive 1 gold coin. The coins can be exchanged for food, clothing, shelter, and even palaces. The former slaves immediately begin racing to haul more stones. They compete with each other. They invent middlemen, services, food delivery, healers, controllers, and accountants. Hierarchies form. People start gossiping, backstabbing, and promoting themselves to get ahead. Productivity skyrockets, but they're all still sweating in the dust, hauling stones for the same masters. Their descendants do the same. Crecy calls it democracy, but an elder priest recognizes it as demonic enslavement. The system self-perpetuates. People choose chains because money pacifies weariness, creates artificial needs, and distracts from true freedom. This is how the black priests turned free people into wage slaves. They didn't need chains anymore. They simply gave people coins and let the illusion of freedom do the rest. The result is artificial scarcity, the deliberate creation of lack where none needs to exist. Examples are all around us. Planned obsolescence in products that break so you buy more. Monopolies that limit access to land and resources. Debt-based money systems that require interest payments that can never be fully repaid. Advertising that convinces you that you are incomplete without the next purchase. And artificial restrictions on food and water so that even basic survival becomes a commodity. This scarcity mindset keeps people chasing, competing, and selling out their integrity just to survive. The term success has been completely co-opted in our society. It is now almost exclusively tied to money. How much you earn, how many followers you have, how big your house is, and how many likes you get. But this version of success is a Pied Piper. It leads people down a path of endless chasing, where the finish line keeps moving. The more you succeed by this definition, the more you need to promote yourself. The more you need to compete, the more you need to sacrifice real relationships and real wisdom. It's a trap that keeps people from ever feeling truly successful because the measure is always external and never enough. In contrast, Anastasia shows us what real success looks like. A life of harmony with the land, deep family bonds, freedom to create and share without price, and the joy of living in alignment with universal laws. Direct co-creation in the Ringing Cedars means living in conscious partnership with the living earth. It means growing your own food in soil you have loved and regenerated, building your home with materials from your own land, raising your children in daily relationship with nature, and sharing wisdom freely without price. There is no middleman, no wage, no debt. You and the earth create together, and abundance arises naturally from that union. In Book 8, The New Civilization, Anastasia explains that money was never meant to be the measure of a person's worth. When we tie our value, our security, and our happiness to currency, we hand over our power to a system that thrives on separation and control. Prosperity, she says, is not measured in bank accounts. It's measured in the health of the land, the strength of family bonds, the joy of creating together, and the freedom to share wisdom without a price. When we live by the universal laws, peace, brotherly and sisterly love, individual freedom, and shared abundance, money becomes unnecessary. People grow their own food, build their own homes, raise their children in harmony with nature, and share knowledge freely. No one is left behind. No one is enslaved. Everyone is free. So the invitation is simple. Stop measuring your worth by how much you can accumulate. Stop selling your time, your wisdom, or your integrity for pieces of paper or digital numbers. Return to the heart. Return to the land. Return to the universal laws of peace, love, freedom, and shared prosperity. The work we're doing here on this channel, overcoming trauma, healing the wounds that keep us chasing external validation, and stepping fully into our true multidimensional nature, is exactly the power needed to reshape humanity and bring us into the dimension Anastasia describes. When we clear the old programming and remember who we really are, the love of money loses its grip. The new civilization becomes not a distant dream, but our lived reality. So thank you for being here. Thank you for choosing remembrance with me. You are already free. The love that creates true prosperity is already within you. Anyway, that's all for now. Thanks for sticking around, and we'll see you next time. And if you want, stay with me now for this guided meditation to help you release the hold of money energy and step fully into the freedom and prosperity that are already yours by divine design. Welcome to this guided meditation, releasing money energy and stepping into true prosperity. Find a comfortable position. Let your eyes close or soften. Take a slow breath in and let it out. Release any tension you don't need to carry. Now bring your awareness gently to the space behind your heart, the quiet center that watches everything. Feel the gentle rhythm of your breath moving there. Notice any thoughts about money, lack, or needing to chase security. Don't fight them. Simply see them as passing clouds, foreign energies that were never truly yours. Say silently or aloud, I release the illusion of money as my source. I remember my true source is love, freedom, and the living earth. Feel a warm golden light beginning to glow in your heart center. This light is your natural prosperity, the same light that grows the trees, moves the rivers, and holds the stars in place. Let this light expand slowly, without effort. It fills your chest, your arms, your hands. It moves into your belly, your back, your legs, your feet, until your whole body is bathed in this quiet, abundant glow. Now let the light continue outward, beyond your skin, into the room, into the earth beneath you, into the trees and animals around you. It reaches every heart, every family domain, the entire human family. There is no lack here. There is only shared abundance. Feel the peace of universal love. Feel the freedom of individual sovereignty. Feel the prosperity that belongs to all when we live by the laws of the heart. Rest here. You are already home. You are already prosperous. You are already free. Whenever you are ready, bring a gentle portion of this awareness back to your heart center. Know you can return to this state anytime by simply dropping into the quiet glow behind your heartbeat. Take one more full breath, and when you feel ready, gently open your eyes. And carry this remembrance with you. The love of money is not your master. Your heart is. And your heart already knows true prosperity. Namaste, my friends.